And I think you're going to find this interesting. Roll the tape.
Bill, thank you for joining me.
Congratulations on the new gig, Cuomo. Don't screw it up.
All right, I'm trying. Thank you. That's why I got you. How can I screw it up? So there's a little bit of breaking news coming out here that an employee of former President Trump says he was directed, or they were directed, to move boxes after the subpoena came in from one basement into the Mar-a-Lago residence. What matters to you about this?
Is that Cassidy Hutchinson again? Is he the one that did it?
We do not know who it is.
It's an anonymous source.
We do not know who it is.
We don't know who it is. How? Another anonymous source? How many does that make in the last 6 years? How many do you think? 35,000 anonymous sources? Look, all it is BS, Cuomo, unless there's a cross-examination of it.
And why did they move?
Maybe they were blocking his view of his pool table. Who knows? This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
What would make it not ridiculous?
The FBI and the Justice Department charging Donald Trump. That would make it not ridiculous. Are we going to see that? I don't know, and I'll cover it fairly if it happens. But all of this anonymous source garbage, I mean, how much more of this are we going to take seriously? I don't take it seriously.
The only thing I'll push back on about that is you and I both know that in journalism, you don't have anonymous sources. You're almost never going to hear anything from the seat of power.
Cuomo, I might be the most successful journalist in the past couple of decades. I never used anonymous sources, ever, because it's not fair.
Your greatness aside, would you at least stipulate that a lot of the major reporting that's come out in our country, people need protection from power? And if you didn't have anonymous sources, you have to vet them, you have to corroborate. But the idea that you would never use them, then you would really rarely know what's happening around power because people wouldn't speak.
I don't buy that at all. Cuomo, you got to put things into perspective. For 6 years, the anti-Trump press has tried to nail him on everything. That is the truth. And Americans should, at this point, be skeptical.
Well, Americans should always be skeptical, just not cynical without cause. And I think you're leaving out a key element here, which is the president made it easy to pursue him by what he did and by what people around him did.
Well, I'm not going to argue that.
Doesn't mean that they're crimes.
I'm not going to argue that.
But he made it easy for people to
I would never argue that.
All right, good. Then we agree. Let me ask you one political question, then I want to get to the book. You feel fairly strongly that gas prices, as you know, a refined petroleum product, and the idea of oil prices are going to be a big deal in this election, and that Biden's going to have to own the problem, yes?
Of course, yes.
But here's what I'm saying about oil prices. Here's what I don't like about it as a quick analysis, okay? First of all, America doesn't set the market price. It's a world price, okay? And there are a lot of reasons that have to do with filling up stockholders' pockets for why they're not pumping oil.
Well, you sound like a Yale professor, Cuomo.
No.
Look,
I just think, first of all, I think that,
man.
Hold on. People are simple, just like you and me, but they're smart. And they can get that something's not as simple as Biden bad because gas price is higher. I don't think it's that simple for people.
The first day in office, Biden slapped dozens of regulations on the fossil fuel industry. Under Trump, we were a net exporter of energy. That means we had more than enough here, we were selling it overseas. Under Biden, we don't have enough here. We have to import from overseas.
Bill,
simple
analysis. We are on pace for a record year of extraction last year. With exception, I think, of 1 year. It's been going up every year under Biden's watch.
And that caused oil and gas prices to rocket. That 1 year of regulations and insanity, because Biden somehow thinks windmills are going to run all the energy. That 1 year devastated the American consumer.
It wasn't just that.
And that's what it's all about.
It wasn't just that. But look, at the end of the day, It is on his watch, and he's going to have to deal with it. I just hope people understand that the explanation is not as simple, because sometimes we make it too simple in our politics. Let me ask you about something that when we look at this book. I've always appreciated the series. I'm probably 3 books into the series. I know you've done many. But this one helped me understand, in relaying to the audience, what Killing of the Legends is about. I'm about 65 pages in. Ali, I don't understand how he goes with Lennon and Presley in terms of the self-destruction, the quiet period, and then the violence that takes his life. How does Ali fit into that? Okay. And then within the context of what the book's about, please.
Excellent question. This is cultural history. This is the 12th Killing book, the most successful nonfiction book series in history. All right? It's the first time that I've ever written about cultural history. These 3 icons, these 3 titans, changed American culture, changed the way we all live to this day. Now, Ali fits in with Lennon and Presley because, like them, he ceded his whole life, all his autonomy, to the Nation of Islam, Elijah Muhammad and his son Herbert Muhammad. Now, Herbert Muhammad kept Ali in the ring against every medical advice far too long, and after Ali almost died in the thriller in Manila, and that's some of the finest writing I've ever done, putting you in that ring. After Joe Frazier almost killed him, and Ali almost blinded Frazier, Ferdy Pacheco, the fight doctor, said, "You can't fight for a year." 4 months later, guess who was back in the ring? Because that's what the Nation of Islam wanted, because they were taking his money. Just like Colonel Tom Parker was taking Elvis's money. So all 3 of these icons were crushed and destroyed by their fame, wealth, and notoriety. People around them who they trusted betrayed them. So it's a 2-pronged book. They were unbelievable culture movers, all 3. But in the end, they were all destroyed by their fame and celebrity. And that happens to most celebrities.
So you can see the entire interview on BillO'Reilly.com, and it was good. You know, Cuomo has his Democratic point of view. I have my point of view, and you can decide who's got the better grasp of it.